What's going on, my Flyby family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. Armaggedon has broken out, man, over the internet of Asia Wilson releasing her shoe. And honestly, I think Asia and Nike has a lot to answer for, man. We're about to get into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 18.3, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. Alright, so if y'all don't know, Asia Wilson has announced that her shoe will be released on May this year. And there was a clip that came out during her celebration that she kind of knew about this for the past 2 years. And it's been causing a ruckus. Now, I had to go back and do my due diligence and find out where the issue started, right? And why a lot of people are so mad at Asia Wilson. Now, this is around the time it was announced that Caitlin Clark was getting her signature shoe. Right? Now let's read the tweet. Always remember, what is delayed is not denied. Okay? Could be talking about anything, couldn't necessarily go towards Caitlin. But it does look a little disingenuous to say this right around the time Caitlin gets her shoe announced, right? Now, another problem with this tweet is that this deal was never delayed. Okay, so let's read this. In February 2023, 5 years after she first joined the brand as a WNBA rookie, Nike officially informed Wilson that she would receive her signature shoe and apparel line. Okay, this is back in 2023. Fittingly, Staley was the first to share the news with Wilson in a recorded video Nike played in the initial meeting hosted at the company's headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, to coronate Wilson as a signature athlete. Okay? Ultimately, Nike and Wilson would take their time crafting the WNBA star's A1 shoe and apparel collection utilizing the full 18 to 24 month timeline that's standard in the footwear industry to design and release a performance signature model. Alright, so that's what was going on. Okay, since 2023, she knew about this deal. Alright, keep that in mind. In 2023, she knew about this deal. So why would you say what is delayed is not denied? Why would you say that? Now, she could have been talking about, hey, I was signed since 2018 and I didn't get mine until 2023. This Bible scripture says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. To me, that's saying don't worry about the ones around you. Don't worry about what everybody else have going on, whether they're doing it the right way or the wrong way. Just worry about yourself. Don't get anxiety or get mad or envy or jealous over what everybody else is doing. Now, I get it. She couldn't talk about the contract, but there was something they could have done about the whole coming at Caitlin Clark thing, okay? Because that was confusing people. It made people think Caitlin Clark was getting a shoe before Asia Wilson, right? And we could see Sydney Colson was tricked. I mean, I might get a shoe before Asia Wilson at this rate, right? And Natalie Esquire, this is somebody that talks about the W, is an old W media person, right? One of the people who don't want the new media talking about the W. Asia Wilson still does not have a shoe deal with Nike. And she said this the same day. The same day. Asia Wilson tweeted that. The same day. Both of them. Okay? But I think at the point where people was coming at Caitlin, the way that they were coming at her, I think they could have said something. Right? They could have just said, hey, you know what? Announce that your shoe is being released 2025. Not only was that tweet going out, this actually went out too in an article where Asia Wilson had an interview, okay? I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people may say it's not about black and white, but to me it is. It really is, because you can be top notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. She told the Associated Press, they don't see it as marketable. So it doesn't matter how hard I work. It doesn't matter what we all do as black women. We're still going to be swept underneath the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race, because it is. And honestly, it's not about race. It's not about race. If it was about race, Serena Williams, Venus, Simone, Coco, all these black women would not be known. They would be swept under the rug. Candace, Lisa, Swoops, Cynthia, Cooper, they all had signature shoes. There's evidence that black women have thrived in athletics. There's evidence. So you can't necessarily play victim anymore. The evidence is out there. Why are we talking about evidence? If black women were getting swept under the rug and couldn't thrive, why is Angel Reese jersey beating out Sabrina and Kate Martins? Angel Reese is nowhere near skillful as Sabrina and Kate Martin. I'm keeping it a grand right now. She's not, but she's beating out two white women who are more skillful than her. But black women are being swept underneath the rug. Yes, you have to be marketable. Being the best on the court doesn't necessarily make you marketable. That's half of the step to popularity. That's half. You have to be likable. You have to be a good person. Okay? People have to enjoy you on and off the court. It's you. It's not black women. Now, shout out to Ken Swift, because I remember this whole movement around that time too. He said it's actually much worse. Nike and Asia watched the WNBA legacy media and the fans go ballistic on social media, and their first instinct was, we can turn this into a marketing campaign. And that's exactly what they did. Of course, I have a shoe.com. And instead of, like I said, hey, let's come out with something to ease all of the noise. Let's come out with something saying that Asia Wilson will be getting her shoe before Caitlyn. Let's do something about the nonsensical things that people are saying and the hate that this tweet, this whole motion is creating. Instead of doing that, they said, hey, let's turn this into something that'll help Asia Wilson sell her products. Because we can't sell Asia Wilson's products solely off of her skill and who she is. We have to create this hate. We have to create some type of movement behind it so people will be willing to spend their money. You had her signed for 5 years and couldn't figure out how to get her off. You couldn't figure out how to sell her stuff until Caitlin Clark came into the league. And then you wanted to try to paint a whole black and white hate thing so we can make this money off of the hate. That's sick, man. And when I see this, when all the evidence is unfolding, the Super Bowl commercial is making more sense by the day of why they tried to paint this narrative that women athletes are overlooked. Women athletes are hated because they see how the hate money is helping them sell certain athletes that they can't really make a lot of money off of. Even the WNBA was doing this. The whole season, I'm like, why they just don't tweet about Caitlin Clark? Just say these things about Caitlin Clark. Talk about her accolades. Say the right things. Why are y'all race baiting to get people to engage? But that's why. Because they don't know any other way to get people to buy in, to engage. It's so bad that she ended up blocking her account from people who don't follow her. Now, I do think people can eventually get over this, but it's not looking good. And at some point, man, Nike and Asia, you have to feel some type of shame. If I have to take what Asia Wilson was saying seriously, that she want to be a role model for young black girls, I have to hold you accountable. Because I have a daughter, right? If she want to hoop, I want her to be able to go to the W and hoop. I want her to be able to look up to the great players that's in the W. I want that to happen. What I don't want is her to have a victimized mindset. I want her to feel like if she doesn't win something, she needs to come harder, she needs to work harder to actually win or get that accolade. I don't want her to feel like everything should be given to me because I'm black. Okay, I need her to want to go get it. And I kept saying, like, she's such a great player. I just wish she didn't like play the race card a lot. It's a shame that she's allowing her mindset to ruin her image. And it kind of reminds me of Cheryl Swoops. All right, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Do y'all think Asia Wilson will be okay? Do y'all think her shoes will sell? Or do y'all think, hey, she was wrong and she needs to apologize? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.